They're at home to Colchester United this afternoon. Harry Lowe's got this one for us.
Nearly 7,500 tickets have been sold for the first competitive meeting between these sides since 1995. Neither side managed to pick up 3 points throughout September. Wimbledon are winless in 5, losing 4 on the bounce before last weekend's 2-2 draw at Bradford, where they were denied a comeback victory by a 95th minute equaliser. Colchester are without a win in 6 and are looking to avoid a third successive 1-0 defeat. They have new boss Danny Bloomfield in the dugout, who replaces recently sacked Wayne Brown. Team news: Tomb changes at the back for the home side. Chris Gunter and Riley Towler replace Will Nightingale and Alex Pearce. Colchester make 3 changes. And today's match is dedicated to David McKnight, a long-serving Don supporter who volunteered at the club for much of his life. It's 16th versus 21st in League 2, just under 15 minutes till kick-off here at Plough Lane.
Harry, thank you very much indeed.
6 AFC Wimbledon players with hands on hips there. They've fallen behind. A good move down the right-hand side from Colchester. Dan Chester's crossing for Kwesi Appiah, who popped up at the back post and powered his header past the goalkeeper. It comes somewhat against the run of play, but it's 1-0 to Colchester.
At Plough Lane, Wimbledon taking on Colchester. Harry Lowe.
Kwesi Appiah returns to haunt his former employer. His powerful far post header from Dan Chester's cross, separating the two sides at the break. Wimbledon had some bright moments, but in truth have struggled to work the Colchester keeper. Curry and Paris Mahoma firing inches wide in the lead up to half-time. Colchester could have been reduced to 10 men when Junior Chamadou cleaned out Curry, but the referee reached for yellow instead. It's 1-0 to the visitors at the break. Wimbledon have equalised here no sooner than the second half had started, than the sun started shining, and it's shining brightly on the home side. Josh Davison stabbing home from about 6 yards for his 4th goal of the season. Since Wimbledon equalised, it's been one-way traffic. Colchester peppering the Wimbledon goal with corners, and Nick Zanev has very cleverly tipped one over the bar from an in-swinging corner. It's 1-1 at Plough Lane. It's a penalty to the home side. Assal has been felled in the box. A wild swing from the Colchester defender, who's still protesting as I speak. Josh Davison has picked the ball up. He's currently hovering over the penalty spot along with the referee and the goalkeeper. It's Kieran O'Hara in the away goal, dressed in grey. Josh Davison has his hands on his hips. He's going to be taking the penalty in front of the home fans, in front of the South London Movers stand. And he's stepping back from the ball now, the green-booted number 9 for Wimbledon. Can he put them in front for the first time this afternoon? And there's been a stoppage because the referee is having a word with 2 players who are remonstrating with him, one from each side. But I think Josh Davison will now take the penalty kick. He's stepping back for the second time, hands on his hips. The referee's whistle goes. Davison steps up. Right-footed, bottom right-hand corner. He scored his 2nd of the afternoon, and AFC Wimbledon lead Colchester by 2-1. Wimbledon win their first league game since August. A Josh Davison brace firing them to victory at Plough Lane. For the second week running, Wimbledon came from a goal behind, but this time they held on for all 3 points against a Colchester side now winless in 7. A poor first half for Wimbledon saw the visitors leading at the break. Former striker Kwesi Appiah returning to haunt his former employers. The Dons played like a team transformed in the second half, though. No sooner had the sunshine arrived in SW17 than the net was bulging. Davison equalising from 8 yards within 2 minutes of the restart. And 20 minutes later, Ayub Assal was taken out in the box, the referee pointing to the spot. Up stepped number 9 Davison to double his league tally for the season and send the home faithful into raptures. The result moves Wimbledon up to 15th, their highest league position since the start of September, and plunges Colchester close to the League 2 relegation zone. They're outside the bottom 2 on goal difference alone. Most of the 7,300 fans leaving Plough Lane tonight, though, won't be thinking about that. They might be wondering if this could be the start of a resurgence for Johnnie Jackson's side. Full-time here, AFC Wimbledon 2, Colchester 1.
Hopefully hear from Mr Jackson shortly. With Johnnie Jackson in conversation with Harry Lowe after a big win for Wimbledon.
Yes, good evening, Johnny. First of all, congratulations. Your first win in 7. How does that feel?
Really good, really good. Yeah, I don't like that stat. It's been too long that we waited for that victory. We did have one here in the Papa John's, but obviously league bread and butter, and it's been too long. So to get the 3 points today, really pleased.
What was the most pleasing aspect of today's victory?
I think that we've won ugly, to be honest. I don't think there was a lot in the game, and in a lot of the games that we haven't won or picked up points, I felt like we've been the better side in a lot of those, and and then we haven't necessarily got what we've deserved. So today, in a really tight affair, there wasn't a lot in it. Colchester caused us problems at times. We caused them problems. A really tight game, but we've come out on the right end of it today. So winning, not being quite at our best, is really pleasing.
Yeah, speaking of that, how would you rate the first half performance?
I wasn't happy with the first half. I thought we lacked a little bit of energy and endeavour, and it's something that we've been speaking about all week. So I was quite disappointed, actually, that we started the game the way that we did. I thought we grew into the half and probably finished it stronger. But the first 20 minutes for me, we was a little bit off of our levels, off of our energy. We was losing too many sort of duels, second balls, and they pose. They're a tricky side to play against. They made us defend. They had a bit of life about them. Obviously, in front of a new manager, they was always going to get a response. So that made it more difficult. We didn't quite know what to expect from them because of that, and it took us a while to get to grips with it. But I thought we grew into the first half. But yeah, overall, when we went at half time, it was pretty disappointing.
And Josh Davison, 2 more goals for him. How does that make you feel?
I'm delighted for Josh. It's a lad that I've known for a long time. And he gives you everything, Josh. Gives you absolutely everything when he steps on the pitch, and that's why I knew that he'd be a good fit for my team, because that's what I demand from my players, and also for this football club, because that's what Wimbledon's all about. So he doesn't always get the headlines, but he always gives that type of performance and that type of work rate. So I'm delighted for him today that he's got the winning goal and the headlines.
And speaking of your team and your football club, what are your hopes for the season going forward?
Listen, we haven't started as well as we hoped. The first few games we had some good results. Really pleased. We've been on a tricky run. I don't think there's been loads wrong. I spoke about it in games where we haven't necessarily picked up the points that we deserve. So I haven't felt like our position has told a true tale really. But we are where we are, and we need to start winning games, picking points up, climbing the table. But obviously it's one game at a time. We went to Bradford last week, put in a really good performance, got a really good point, probably deserved more, and we ground out a win today. So it looks like we've turned the tide. We have to, we can't rest now. We have to kick on, and we see it as a really good month for us to be able to try and pick some points up.
Thanks, Johnny. Congratulations on a hard-fought 2-1 win.
Thank you. Cheers, Harry. Good. Mike.
So congratulations. Yeah, big win for Wimbledon, that one.